Who could fail to remember the unusual happenings during the spring and summer of last year? By September, statues were reported to have moved at 27 different locations. And at Cairns Castle Conor in West Sligo, hundreds, sometimes thousands, were gathering for night vigils after 4 local teenage girls had reported seeing an apparition of the Blessed Virgin. In subsequent weeks, other sightings were listed here. Balls of fire, hosts. Sometimes there was even the scent of flowers. Members of the clergy, for the most part, stayed silent. But, as the cynics argued with the believers, the affair was the talk of the country. Then came the winter. The curiosity dwindled. Today, 9 months later, motorists using the main Sligo to Ballina Road are reminded that Cairns Castle Conor was once the setting for something out of the ordinary. Near the site of the reported apparition, cattle are left to graze peacefully. But in the field where the gatherings were centred, very definite alterations have occurred. A committee of local people is erecting a Marian shrine. Recently they acquired a life-size statue of the Blessed Virgin. When the foundations are completed, the statue will be placed in a grotto at the centre of the site. Alongside it will go another statue, this one of Bernadette. The locals carrying out the work have supplied their labour free of charge. The statues were purchased in England and imported. All the other materials were given either free of charge or at cost price.
We intend to make a very pretty place out of it in the next few months. As you see, it's a bit rough at present, but it was very rough when we started here. As you see, we're building a very nice stone wall along here, and we're building a grotto here in the middle. This is only a temporary grotto now. So it's put up here for the sake of the visitors and people that pay their money. It's coming. The weather was very bad, as you know, and it stopped the boys from working the last 3 weeks. So we intend to have a very nice wall capped, and 2 nice gates and nice grotto. We intend to termacadam it, and as you see, we have trees planted all round about it. We have almost 100 trees planted there. So we intend to put flower beds around the back and statues of the cross and so on like that. We intend to have all that work done by the anniversary on the 2nd of September.
The religious activity that took place in Ireland during last September, it seems to have died off in a lot of places, but it's continuing here. Why so?
Well, not really. It didn't die off here. We have still big crowds coming Sundays, and we have a vigil here on the 2nd of every month, the anniversary. We have the 4 vigilaries here all the time, and good crowds. Some nights there was very bad nights here, very bad weather, but we still had the good crowd. And on every Friday night for May we have a vigil here. And on the Feast Day of Our Lady, we still keep carrying on that. And we have a lot of priests and nuns and all still coming here from Ireland and from other countries as well. A lot of people from Northern Ireland. We're very thankful for them for coming here.
The current events at Cairns revive the comments and criticisms voiced last year when the moving statues and apparitions phenomenon was debated. Remember the arguments about religious beliefs based on a mixture of superstition and sentimentality. Those who dismissed the plastic images of piety and purity, the legacy of a peasant people struggling for identity in a consumer-oriented world. In Castle Conor, such talk is above the heads of the local committee members. They say the construction of the shrine is helping to bring the community closer together.
So all the local neighbours are coming here now in the evenings to pray. A lot of them come here and say their evening rosary, and they've helped out in every way here when we are working here. They've come and served us with tea to us and sandwiches and all that sort of thing. So we're delighted with the cooperation we're getting from the local people here.
Of course, there are still some people sceptical about events here.
Well, there is, of course. You have a certain amount of people that way, all right. But I think the fact that we are coming here and working here and they see us here and we haven't deserted the place, I think they're beginning to come now and have a leaf in the place, you know.
The 4 girls who initiated the gatherings at Cairns continue to visit the site each day. They often find company. Last summer, the local bishop said he didn't believe that the moving statues incidents or reported apparitions were supernatural. But the clergy still continue to come here. The shrine will be ready for September. Now that the longer evenings have arrived, the murmur of prayers from this remote hillside on the Sligo-Mayo border seems destined to continue.